Imagine two traders looking at the exact same candle. One sees opportunity, the other sees danger. Both are convinced they're right. And that's exactly why the candle exists. Every candle on your chart is created by disagreement. One side believes price should go higher, the other believes price should go lower. The candle is simply the evidence they leave behind. Most traders spend years memorizing candle patterns: hammer, doji, engulfing, shooting star. But very few stop to ask a much more important question. What were traders feeling when that candle was forming? Because every candle has two stories: the story most traders see, and the story that actually created it. Today, we're going to focus on the second one, because candles don't just reveal price, they reveal psychology. And once you understand the psychology behind a candle, you begin to understand the people creating it. Think back to one of your earliest trades. You probably opened a chart, saw a strong green candle, and immediately thought, this thing is going higher. We've all done it. At some point, we all believed a candle itself was the signal. But here's something interesting. The candle didn't make the move happen. The traders behind it did. A candle is just a picture. The real story is hidden underneath. Thousands of decisions, thousands of reactions, thousands of emotions: fear, confidence, greed, hope, regret. What you're really looking at is human behavior displayed on a chart. Let's imagine a stock trading at $100. If everyone agreed it should be worth $110, price would immediately move there. But that never happens. Markets exist because people disagree. Some traders see opportunity, others see danger. Some believe the trend is just beginning. Others think it's about to end. Every candle is the result of that disagreement. Every candle is a small battle, and every trend is simply a series of battles where one side temporarily gains control. That's why markets don't move in straight lines, because human beings don't think in straight lines. Now imagine price starts moving higher. One green candle appears, then another, then another. At first you're calm. You tell yourself you'll wait for a better entry. You'll be patient. You'll stick to your plan. But price keeps moving, and something begins to change. You stop thinking about risk. You start thinking about opportunity. Then you start thinking about how much money other people are making. And suddenly you're no longer watching the chart. You're watching your emotions. You know that feeling. You're sitting on your hands trying to stay disciplined. But the market keeps moving without you. Every candle feels like proof that you should have entered earlier. You start feeling like you're losing money just by watching. That feeling? That isn't analysis. That's fear wearing a different mask. It's the fear of being left behind. And when enough traders feel that emotion at the same time, strong bullish candles begin to appear. Not because everyone suddenly became smarter, because everyone became more urgent. Now let's fast forward. Price is still moving higher. The trend still looks healthy. Most traders remain bullish. But something subtle begins happening. The candles get smaller. The buyers get quieter. The trend starts getting tired. Most people never notice this because price is still moving up. But psychology is already changing. Think about the last time you attended a great party. At the beginning, the room is full of energy. Everyone is excited. Everyone is engaged. The music feels louder. The conversations feel alive. Hours later, the room might still be full. The people are still there, but the energy feels different. Something has changed. The excitement is fading. Markets behave the same way. Smaller candles often reveal something important. Buyers are still buying, but they're no longer chasing. They're no longer excited. The trend isn't dead. It's just losing believers. And tired trends are vulnerable. Every trend survives on belief. Buyers must believe higher prices are coming. The moment that belief weakens, price action begins to change. You start seeing hesitation. Breakouts struggle. Momentum slows. Candles shrink. Rejections appear more often. What's fascinating is that price often looks strongest right before psychology starts breaking down. That's when we feel the most confident. That's when we feel the most right. We convince ourselves this is the trend of the year. We increase our position size. We stop questioning our assumptions. We start feeling smart. And sometimes that's exactly when the market is setting the trap. Because confidence often peaks near the end, not the beginning. Experienced traders understand something important. Psychology changes first. Price follows later. Now something happens. A large red candle suddenly appears. Most traders think the candle created fear. But that's backwards. Fear created the candle. Some traders are taking profits. Others are closing losing positions. Some are realizing they were wrong. Others are simply panicking. Fear spreads quickly, much faster than optimism. That's why markets often fall faster than they rise. Fear demands immediate action. Greed is willing to wait. Fear isn't. When enough people experience fear at the same time, the result appears on your chart as a large bearish candle. The candle is not the cause, it's the symptom. Now let's talk about wicks. Most traders see a long lower wick and immediately think, hammer candle. But let's ignore the name for a moment. Imagine price falls aggressively. Sellers feel confident. Everything looks weak. Then suddenly buyers step in. Price bounces. The candle closes far above its low. What does that really mean? It means somebody challenged the dominant opinion. Sellers tried to push lower and failed. The wick is evidence of a fight, not certainty. That's important. A rejection candle doesn't guarantee a reversal. It simply reveals conflict. And conflict is valuable information. Because whenever two strong opinions collide, the market leaves clues. The wick is one of those clues. Now let's discuss one of the most dangerous candles in the market, the huge breakout candle. You've seen it before. Price explodes higher. Social media becomes bullish. Everyone starts talking about the move. The opportunity feels obvious. And that's exactly why it becomes dangerous. Because many traders are no longer buying based on analysis. They're buying based on emotion. The fear of missing out. The belief that everyone else knows something they don't. The fear that if they wait one more minute, the opportunity will disappear forever. We've all felt that pull. The market moves. We hesitate. The market moves again. Now we're chasing. Not because the setup improved. Because our emotions took control. Sometimes the biggest candle appears near the beginning of a move, but sometimes it appears near the end. That's why experienced traders ask a different question. Not, how big is this candle? But, who is buying this candle? And more importantly, why? Because understanding motivation is often more valuable than recognizing patterns. The average trader sees candles. The experienced trader sees behavior. The average trader sees patterns. The experienced trader sees emotions, fear, greed, hope, confidence, doubt, panic, regret. Every one of those emotions leaves footprints on a chart, and those footprints appear every single day. The market is not a machine. It's a collection of human decisions, which means every chart is ultimately a story about people, the buyers, the sellers, the winners, the trapped traders, the confident traders, the fearful traders. All of them leave evidence behind. The question is whether we're paying attention. The next time you open a chart, don't start by asking whether a candle is bullish or bearish. Ask something more powerful. Who felt confident here? Who felt afraid? Who was trapped? Who was in control? Because candles are not simply showing price. They're showing the emotions of the people participating in the market. And once you learn to read those emotions, the chart stops looking random. You stop seeing candles. You start seeing people. And when you can understand the people behind the candles, you begin to understand the story the market is trying to tell.